Welcome back, it's Angela. Today's video is a mini haul and review of some ColourPop products. The first is the Super Short Cheek, and this is the packaging. Very fun and simple. And then the Lippie Stix, which are here. Very fun, simple, cute as well. So first up is Frida, which is in a satin finish. This is the Lippie Stix, and this is what it looks like. You twist it up to get the product out, just like a lip pencil or in a lipstick, very similar. And that's how much product you get, about 2 to 3 centimeters of product. The texture of this is pretty creamy. It's a satin, so it's quite glossy as well. Look at the way I apply this. If I just blot it like that, that would be what I would wear on an everyday basis, and it would look so good as a nude. And yeah, but for the purpose of this video, I kind of went a little bit overboard and I tried to cover the whole of my lip, which is a very bold coverage. That will work better if you are fair skin, but don't worry if you are my sort of skin color or a little darker. Just wear it in a very moderate way, blotting it, and it will look like a very good nude. Now this is so moisturizing. I really like this lipstick, very moisturizing. It's very similar to LA Girl lipsticks, but I think the consistency is so much better, much creamier, and if you blot them or you let them dry, they can actually last pretty long. This color I would recommend for all of you who are lighter skin tone than me because it's so pretty. It's a very pretty nude. Next is Lumiere, which is in the matte finish. And I think I prefer this finish because it stays on much longer. It doesn't come off as easily. And look at the packaging. It looks like a marker. You can easily put it in your pencil case if you're going to school. And also because it's so long, you can actually have more control over it when you use it. And that was a comparison of how it looks. The two colors are a little bit different, but this one I find is closer to my skin tone, a bit more purpley mauvey undertones, which makes it very good for darker or brown skin because it looks more natural on us as a nude. So I really like this one. It's slightly pinky, slightly purpley, slightly mauvey. So I really like this one as a nude for myself. So I definitely recommend it to you guys if you are around my skin tone. The pigmentation of these products is so good. They come with the pencils, lip pencils as well, but I didn't get them because all I wanted is the Lippie Stix, and they are good enough. So I wouldn't say that you would need the lip pencils as much because they look really good on their own. And look at that, 2 thumbs up. Now next is the Early Bird Super Short Cheek, which is a blush, and this is what it looks like. It looks so pretty, and it's got a pretty different texture. It's sort of very cushiony. Look at that. I can make an impression when I press it down. So it's a bit liquidy, creamy, but when you get it on your face, it becomes a powdery product. So it's a little bit weird in that way, but it takes a lot to actually get the product out. It's very light coverage, not very pigmented. So I have it on my finger there, and I'm trying to give you a swatch, but as you can see, even with that much product on my finger, so little comes out. So for those of you who like really light coverage, really natural looking blushes, then this is definitely for you. And for those of you who are very heavy handed with your blush, but you want to change and you want to be a bit more natural, then this is definitely going to help you because no matter how much product you try to put on, it's still going to be lighter than what you originally intended. So I'm trying to use a brush right now, since I showed you what it's like if I used my finger and I swatched it on. So as you can see, the brush pretty much has very little product. It's very different for me because most of my blushes are pretty pigmented. So it does start showing up here on camera, but in real life it doesn't look as much. I couldn't see it while I was applying it, but when I looked at the viewfinder, I could see there's a little bit of a color. But yeah, very light coverage. It has to be built up. So just I mean, I still like it, but I would recommend it more for those of you who want natural looks. Or if you want to have a natural look for that day, then use these blushes. I feel sort of like I want to just get it and put it on my face, you know? So sort of like a cheek stain. And next is Bonus, which is this orangey color, the earlier one, very nice pink color. So I already did a first impressions. I filmed it, but I didn't like the way it turned out. So as you can see, I've already moved my fingers everywhere, and this is a comparison between the two colors, Early Bird in pink and this is Bonus. And can you see that there's a sort of sheen to it, a little bit glittery sort of sheen. There are no like large glitter particles, but they do look pretty nice and, you know, shimmery. And once again, you know, I can just press in. It's sort of like plasticine. Very weird. And you guys, you have to close these products up because otherwise they will dry up. So that's a swatch. Very, very nice looking color. Fair skin people, you can totally rock this color. If you are darker skin, or if you are my sort of skin tone, then I would say this would be pretty natural on you. It will give you a sort of golden sun-kissed sort of glow, which I mean, I don't hate. I do love it. So both of these blushes are what I would wear pretty much on a daily basis, or for very natural looks, sun-kissed looks, because of the shimmery sort of sheen that they have. But as you can see, once again, I'm trying to use my finger to swatch it on my hand, and still very little product comes out. I'm trying to get it on my brush, and once again, very, very little product comes out. So I don't know what to do about this, but basically it's just for those of you who want very natural coverage, very natural sort of glows. And yeah, it kind of shows up a little bit here in the video. It's just very warm because I have a warm sort of skin tone, so it kind of blends in and just looks very glowy. But it's just a bit difficult to get the pigmentation out on this lipstick, blush. So I would prefer using my hand to apply because I think I can get more product that way. So these are actually in the matte finish, both of them, and there's the pearlized and satin finish as well. So probably if it's in a different finish, it may be a little bit different in terms of pigmentation, but for the matte finishes, this is what it's like. I do love them both, so I do recommend them to you guys. On the website, it's about $8 for the blush and $5 for the Lippie Stix. For me, in total, for all of these, I paid about $40, including shipping. So yeah, but 2 thumbs up, love it. Hope you like this video. See you again next time. Bye.